Head over to miniaturemarket.com where they have thousands of board games at discounted prices, and you can sign up for product alerts. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. In this episode of the best games that I forgot I love, finding some rediscovered treasures, going back to older games that I haven't played in a long time and being like, whoa, I forgot how much I love this game. I should play this more. And most of these games are still in print, but barely. So you're probably gonna have to search. And for this one, you have to search a little bit longer. This one is called Going, Gone from Stronghold Games. It is a fun auction game. Let me show you an overview of how it's played. This overview is brought to you by Game Toppers, who helps you upgrade every gaming experience. Check them out at GameToppersLLC.com. Going, Gone is 7 rounds long, and what you're trying to do is take the 25 bucks of the cubes that were given to you of your color, and you're going to be bidding in these different cups for different items. Notice that these 3 cups all have 1 item to bid for, and the 2 end cups actually have 2 things that you're bidding for. So what are you trying to acquire? Well, you're trying to acquire sets, and a set is a like item or a like country. In this case, this would be a set of 3 comics. So these, since they're all comics, the same comics, these would be a set of 3, and in this case, it's comics. In this case, I have a set of 4 cards, and all 4 are from the same country of Japan. So one set could be used for a country, another set could be used for items. And here we have, teddy bears, comics, a car, and baseball cards, but the items don't matter because in this case we're paying attention to the country. Now when you get a set, the cards can either be used as a set for a country or a set for what the actual item is, but one card cannot be used in both types of sets. So in this case, this card is being used in the Japan set. This very exact card could not also be used in a set with other comic books. So we said it's 7 rounds long. How does a round work? Well, an auctioneer, one of the people playing, will take this auction paddle, and they will begin and get ready to start a countdown. And the way this works is they're going to count down from 10 down to 1, and then say gone. And when they say gone, they're going to put the paddle over here so nobody else can put it in. Now the key is that when they count, they can say it as fast or as slow as possible, but they have to stay consistent. So let's take a few examples, show you a few examples of what this might look like. Here's what it would look like with a slow count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's what it would look like with a fast count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's what it would look like with a super fast count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Dude. After that round is over, the auction's over, we look at each cup and we see who won. The one who has the most bucks in there wins. In this case, the green player would win this card. Now, the people that did not win get their cubes back, their bucks back. So red and yellow would get these back. These 3 green got spent and they would go into the box out of the game for good. Now this cup has a tie. Black and red has tied. Now, the way it works is if you're the auctioneer, you win the tie. If not, the person closest to you in a clockwise motion wins the tie, and that's done just like that. And for the 2 cups that have 2 cards here, the same thing happens. So blue would have won this one. His bucks would go in the box. The rest of the people would get their bucks back, and he would win both of these cards. Now here's the back of the auction paddle. This has sort of a size of collection point scheme here. So at the end of each round, you have the option to sell back any of your sets of collections back for money. So let's say, like before, we had those 3 comic books. We could sell those 3 comic books and get 12 bucks. Essentially, we'd get 12 of our color cubes from the box back into our hands. This is useful if you have 2 different types of sets that you've been collecting. You cash one in to get more dollars to try to really get big on one set towards the end of the game. Once the 7th round's over, you count out all the different sets that you might have. You might have 3 of one thing and maybe 2 of another. Or you might just have 7 of one big set. And you get that many points, however many all your sets count up to, plus the amount of bucks that you still have in your hand, and the one with the most bucks at the end wins. Yeah, now this one is going to be harder to find than some of the other ones, but I did find some online that you can find as well. Now, this game, the reason why I like it is this is a party game that also has some good decisions. I mean, there's some depth to this, even though it's totally a party game. Best with the more players, the better for this game. 5 or 6 is best. And I like that it has a simultaneous bidding because it always brings laughter and fun. Just the sound of dropping those cubes those plastic cups, and you're hearing it being done by lots of players, and people are fighting over here, they're waiting, and they're jockeying for position, and they're going, and you got someone counting down. It's always laughter and fun watching people drop cubes at the same time and fighting over things. It's just fun. Now, I also like that you have different countdown speeds. It really changes things up, because you might have someone that just goes 10, 9, 8, and it's like, okay, I can think, we can kind of breathe a little bit, we can kind of like play off each other, I can watch what you're doing, I can see what you're going for, you're gonna wait right to the end to throw a bunch in, or you have someone who goes 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and people are all just like diving at stuff. And it's fun because it kind of switches the game up a little bit, makes it feel different each round, and you get to set the pace, and that's kind of cool. The set collection choices. And because you're looking at this and you're going, well, there's flags and there's items. And it's like, ooh, I've got 3 of these Italian flags, but I've got 2 teddy bears. What should I do here? And you're looking at this and you're trying to figure out the best sets. It's like, okay, I'm going to go for this one, but if it doesn't look like I'm going to win it, I'm going to try to go for this one over here. And, if you don't win, you get your cubes back, which is cool, because it's like, okay, no, if you didn't win it, no foul, right? And so there are some great set collection choices as the game comes on. And I just think that's cool, because even though it is a very, very easy game, you can teach the game very quickly in a minute or so, maybe 2 tops, but it still has some depth to the set collection, and I like that aspect of it. I like that there's some cups that have multiple cards, because people are going to fight more over that, because it just basically has more cards, right? And so I think that's cool, because it just throws things off a little bit, that like people are going to be more contesting that than some of the other ones, right? And so I think that's cool too. Now about the bidding and such, if there's a few things. Oh, one more thing about the good things. There's when you're deciding when to sell cards for more cubes is good too, because you might be like running out of cubes and you might have to set and be like, I'm not going to get more than 3 of these. Let me just sell these to get some more cubes so I can really go all in on the thing that's going to get me the most points, because you're really trying to finish or get as much as one set as you can, because it really the points are better for you the more and more you get. On the negative side of thing, the game, it's pretty easy to break the spirit of the game. And by that, I mean, if someone's counting down fast, it's very easy to, because you're not supposed to be able to block anybody or purposely tip a cup over, but it's very easy for people to just not even on purpose, just a natural reaction. You're dropping stuff in the cubes and you're kind of moving your elbow in, and you're blocking people, and they're dropping cubes and they're not falling in the cups, and then you're starting to fight each other a little bit, and then someone knocks a whole thing over and the cubes are all over the table. And it's fun, and it's a party game, and you take it for what it is, and it's light, but the game is a little easier than others to sort of break the spirit of the game and mess it up in that way. And it does happen probably once per game that happens, and then we either just redo the round or we'll figure out what happens. But that's the only negative thing here, but the game is a ton of fun. I know it was in print for a while, and then I know that there were some crazy sales for it, and I think it's sold out almost everywhere now, but you might be able to find a few copies hanging around. This is Going, Gone, one of the games I forgot I love so much. It's absolutely a rediscovered treasure from Stronghold Games. This has been a Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships through board games by helping you find the next one you'll love. Game Toppers not only transforms your existing table to a high-quality gaming solution, they now offer full leg kits and dining cover solutions for the full table application. Paired with their amazing thematic premium stitched edge mats, collapsible cup holders, and really cool accessories, it is a complete system that upgrades every game you play. Get in on the goodness of Game Toppers 3.0 on Kickstarter now. Click the link below or go to GameToppersLLC.com.